Well, Papa, where are we going?
We are going to Mama Bear's place.
Homestead and more.
Mama Bear's Homestead and more. That's right. They've got tomato plants for me, so we're going to pick them up.
And we even got our parking pass so we can get right in. So, yeah, we'll see what this is like when we get there.
Is this it?
Yeah.
This is it already?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was on the other side.
This isn't, no.
So where do I turn in at?
I don't know. I've never been here in an official business capacity.
Well,
probably right here. There's Mama Bear.
Where's Mama?
Right out there. So she'll help you.
I've always wanted to come to their antique store.
Well, there you go.
I know.
Wow.
Is this the famous Mama Bear?
It is. I just told Mark, I said, speak of the devil and he shall appear.
That's right.
We were saying we needed to get a couple of your hats to sport on our channel.
Oh, I don't have any hats.
Do you have, what?
I have magnets, and I've got t-shirts, and I've got,
T-shirt would work.
You need to
I can order you some shirts. Just get me your sizes and I'll do that.
That would be awesome.
We're checking out this operation here. Just watched a video on that, and a video on that.
Yeah, I watched that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Ross Dollar Man?
Not much, Mama Bear's Homestead and more.
Thank you for gracing us with your
Present, I know.
And you didn't even have, your dad didn't even have to duct tape you or zip ties or anything?
No, none of that. We brought our handicap parking pass in case we needed to get close, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh-huh. So what do you want to show us?
Well, let's check out this picture.
Yeah, I just watched that video this morning.
My video on that dropped
Yeah,
this
he
morning.
dropped it in the Nook box, and Dirk ordered the hive online.
Yeah.
It's here. It's
The
just
great
about
advice I got of running it backwards,
Didn't
the
take
the day after, I ran it forward and broke the chain. But
So, now while we're on another subject before we talk about the picker, the people who don't know about the orange tractors, the drawbar like snap couples in there, so
yep.
when you have what do you have to take it off to use the like the 3-point set or the snap couple arm?
Most of your equipment has the same loop in it. So like this, well, right here, this cultivator would click in right where the drawbar does,
Which is way underneath the belly of the tractor if you're looking at the tractor. And then
in theory, this was the very first quick hitch.
basically, yeah, because it is easy to hook up as long as the implement's sitting level. It's got like a cone thing under there, and that'll just slide right in and
and
click in.
Snaps. But then these go on your lift latches, and yeah, in theory, it's the first edition of the quick hitch.
It's kind of like a one of those Holland plow hitches, except it's mounted on the tractor and it just locks in there, type of deal, you know. But
Is that the Holland? Is that
it's like what?
Oliver used?
Well, no, it's like what's on those pull type plows. You know, you've seen where they got that.
Okay. Yeah.
That's kind of
yeah,
like what the tractor idea is,
Yeah.
except it's mounted on the tractor instead of
the same
the.
principle.
So, but anyway, we were talking about picker.
Cool picker. I've done some research online, and there just ain't much information out there on these.
No, I looked it up this morning while I was watching that video of yours, and there was one that sold for like $2,400.
Yeah,
sometime.
not very long ago.
No, and that was the only one really. I saw another picture of one all fixed up, but no information on it. So
Right.
I don't know.
This one, I mean, it's in great shape. It's been repainted, but it's in great shape. I just can't get over how good a shape it is. And I have to get it in a barn, and I will, I hope.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, the only thing I've done to it is I replaced 2 belts that probably didn't need. I could have probably ran them, but I had the belt, so I went ahead and replaced it.
Okay, right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then I broke
the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't no big deal. That happens, and it's probably, I don't know how bad are they wore. A lot of times these are actually really good shape chain. A lot of times from dragging on the bottom, they get wore flat, and then they get real thin, and then they're easy to break. But that looks like you could just get a connector link and go again.
Yeah.
I mean,
lay this out flat.
Yeah.
This rubber piece kind of with it all the way down, rolled up.
Yeah, and you got the same problem I got, where you need to make some more paddles too, because you're gonna have skips filling the wagon, and it'll cause issues. But I did notice on the internet, the one I saw, I think there was supposed to be like a sheet metal piece that kind of comes out, and like, I don't know how to describe it, kind of blends into that, and almost like orchard fenders on a tractor. I don't know, but you know, who knows what the reasoning was for that. But
yeah, I've taken this trap door down here underneath this elevator, everything. I mean, no, that should be rusted out.
Yeah, and it's not.
And it's not.
Because he was pretty particular. That's what. So.
He's just a good old guy.
Yeah.
Honestly. But that's probably my coolest piece. And then this cultivator, I just drug it home this week.
There you got your greenhouse full of stuff. Uh-oh, we got orders.
Yes!
So your bees are working. Huh?
Yeah, we just...
That was a new addition the other day, wasn't it?
Well, yesterday.
That really?
That
first bee video?
They didn't stay, they moved on.
Huh.
But yesterday we noticed bees back around, and last night I went and lifted the lid and they were in there.
Ah.
So we're finally
getting them established.
Yeah, I'm tight and I don't want to buy bees. And the more and more I read about bees, wild bees are better because
for honey.
Adapted to this area.
So how did you get them to come here? Like, how'd you lure them in? Just built the box?
Yeah, that box has got a brood comb in it from an old existing
hive. Oh.
And yeah, we'll leave them in there for about a week, and then we'll transition them back into our hive.
Okay.
And that's on tap for the day, so we'll be ready for that video.
All right.
But yeah, the greenhouse is loaded.
That's good.
And again, if you watch our channel, we always apologize for our cluttered up greenhouse.
Well, no,
that's what we need it to do.
That's life on a farm.
But yeah, tomatoes, chockstones, strawberries.
You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we specialize in nothing.
Well, that's good. Diversify.
Yes, diversity.
Must have another customer, huh?
Yeah, it looks that way. I don't know who it is. How are you, Uncle Gary and Kathy?
Terrific. How are you?
My mom's sister, Kathy Hackman. Great people. Her husband Gary, he's an angel.
An angel? Wow.
Where the boys went to school. Sours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Gary, have you ever seen a Ferguson picker? No? I have no idea. Picker?
I'd say that's few and far between. There ain't very many of them around.
So everything looking good over your way?
Everybody else's are. I haven't got anything done yet.
The barn's looking great.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I've had so much storm damage. I've had to be working on fixing roof while the lift is there, and all that happens at the same time. So
Yeah, go ahead.
You got enough room for some more animals here.
Yeah,
in your
and I
cages.
just got a whole truckload of
cages.
Feeders, waters.
Feeders and waters?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty valuable stuff if you got to go buy it.
Yeah. But here is a Model 53 three bottom snap coupler plow.
That's the older of the two you brought home, right?
Yes, this is the older one. Everything moves and turns now.
Did you hard surf it or weld this back together?
No, it was like that when I got it. Are you good at hard surfacing?
I wouldn't say that. I could probably do it, but
But plows, they got holes.
But this tractor, you've had several videos on.
Yeah.
A D17 diesel, which I don't think is that necessarily common, is it?
Nope. They made 12,000 and some odd numbers through the 4 series.
And this is a Series 1, which would have had this style stuff on it, right? Decals?
Yeah.
Because the other side you got off something else.
Yeah, it came off a Series 4 tractor. It ain't even on yet because I had a dead battery.
There we
But
go.
yeah, we've it turned over when we got it, so this nose cone's new. The
Looks like a new radiator too.
center hood's new.
You put
Or
that on
different.
put it on in a video. Yeah.
Yeah. Radiator's new, water pump's new. Just put new brakes on it. Redid all the hydraulic hoses. I mean, 2. So.
Yeah.
Hydraulic pump, changed all the hydraulic oil. It's not done. I wasn't gonna put lights on it, but after
Playing in the dark.
playing in the dark, I got lights on the way. So
It's better to do that, I've found, because you never know when you get caught out somewhere doing something that it's handy to get back with the lights.
Yeah.
So.
But right now I have a dash light and a rear light. So yeah.
You can go backwards.
Yeah, if I were to back home, I could.
That's the style. There we go. There's the style of decal that it would have had, and looks like you're down to basically fenders is all you need left to put it back.
Fenders.
That one really took. Is that from the rolling over?
Yeah.
Because that's a heck of a crush
you
there.
can't pull that out. I've tried.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're rusted out, so they're.
Yeah, that's a common thing though on these anyway. Because I know that. Well, that WD of Dad's, I don't know that I've ever had it on a video, but I got it from him, and somebody said once that if the fenders were good, you had something, because the Alice Chalmers fenders on these just did not. Either they got backed into something or they rust out or whatever. So dirt.
Up in here. Rust them out.
Here you can see. Well, you got a different kind of. That's right. I remember you talking about that. This plow mounts up different. It doesn't use those spring latches. It like the whole thing slips on the arm, and then you screw that thing in the hole. Is that how it works?
Yeah, or screw it to the arm itself.
Okay. Okay.
So this is all the way forward.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the
hookups like that.
Yeah, but yeah, this.
Because I don't
is the
think I've
old
ever
version.
seen that before, ever. I mean, that style thing. I don't know much about the works anyway, but the snap coupler thing is just like a latch thing, and it bolts to the arm and then uses like what's on there. That's probably, I don't even know that plow that he's got, if that's, it might be newer than this one. I don't know. I think his,
Where do you get your parts at?
that's what he just was talking about. It's hard to find plow parts for.
It is. It's.
I just found a guy in New York that he bought 15 semi-loads of new stock inventory. And I asked him if he had any plow stuff. And he said that he's going to go get that semi-trailer in around June the 15th. So, yes, I'll
Let me know the contact information. Because I need some new shins and plow points. The
Are your boards
moldboards
good?
are alright.
Say, these boards are.
That one's pretty well toast,
Yeah, this one's got a hole in it too. I mean, it could be used yet, but I am missing one shin. And then I think my plow points, I think every one of them need to be replaced.
Very possible. Because that plow I got was saved from the going to the scrap when I got it. But it can, I think it was originally a 4-bottom and came with a D17. But the guy dropped the extra bottom off, and
My dad, he said when he was a kid, they would drop the bottom off a 3-bot. They had slat plows where there wasn't a solid moldboard. And I guess if you were plowing in
like wet stuff,
wet stuff or alfalfa, so the root rods would plug your slats up. So they dropped a 3 bottom to a 2 bottom, and I need to get all that stuff drug over here, but I don't know yet. And then this is a pretty cool little planter I found. But
yeah, you worked on that here a while back too, and got it back to ready to roll.
yeah,
So do you have to, got to make you some kind of snap coupler adapter or something, or what's
you can buy the snap coupler adapter to the 3-point, but I'm just gonna buy another tractor.
That's a good idea. Now you're thinking, I've taught you well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I need. I need the 3-point adapter for my WD.
It's like a whole cradle thing that snaps underneath and then comes out, and then you can
I need that too.
bolt it right on the implement, and then
I've seen a few of them.
I don't know where you get them. I mean,
I don't know.
I've seen them show up places.
There's one on Marketplace right now over in Mitchell.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, he wants $500 for it.
A guy could make one. I mean, if you had all the geometry right.
But have you priced the individual
Yeah,
parts?
see, so you might as well go to Mitchell and buy the $500 one. So I guess we'll go after we leave here. We'll go over there.
No.
Yeah, you're halfway.
Yeah, we're halfway. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I remember one time I went over to my buddies at Crothersville, and I always told him, I was like, I think they move Crothersville further and further every time I come over here.
Maybe it's shrinking.
Well, you can show us the rest of your what you got going on, your animals, and what you're doing here, so that the people know.
Yeah, you got a lot of rabbits.
This is our grocery store. This is where Natalie and I grow most of our produce that we consume. Pepper beds,
Lettuce.
yeah, lettuce, radishes. We do all that for the rabbits.
Oh, yeah?
That's the rabbit food, huh?
Yeah,
And then the rabbits are your food.
People get on to me about why would you grow food in a rubber tire?
Oh. Yeah.
It don't hurt you. In my opinion, it don't. But
Well, it's not growing in the rubber. It's
exactly.
growing in the dirt.
Yeah.
All the rubber's doing is holding
I
the dirt.
don't think the rubber leaches out.
I don't either.
Unless there'd be some kind of chemical in the tire that would leach out.
Strawberries, mint. Mint is very evasive.
I remember she showed that in a video that it was taken over because it was just a little bit last year, and now it's full.
Yeah, now it's full, out of control. These are my potato tires. They just started.
Oh, you got. Okay, so did you? What happened to the huge project? Is that somewhere else?
It's over there, and it's
Okay.
a fail.
It's
So
a fail, right?
What do you do here?
He fills it with straw.
Put them by layer?
Yep. So right here there'll be a layer of potatoes. There's probably another layer right here, another layer right here.
And then they grow out.
Yep, they just grow out. And then when I want to harvest it, I just knock it over and dump it out.
See, somebody bought straw bales from me for garden stuff like that, and they'd grow it right in the bale and they just set it on the ground, and it rots.
Yeah.
Somehow. This is the same kind of idea, except in a metal tube.
Dad used to plant them down on the ground and cover them with straw, maybe this much straw. And then
that
the
one.
straw would shrink down and then they'd grow out. But I've never seen this.
He had success with it last year,
last
good.
year I planted 6 pounds in these 3 towers and harvested 40 pounds, 36 pounds of potatoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That got me thinking I need to do this on a bigger scale.
Well, you want to, let's go over and look at that and explain while we're talking about potatoes, so we can see. Because I was watching that project too, thinking that was going to be something, but
I think I figured out what's wrong.
I mean, how do you know that it's already failed?
Nothing's growed out yet, and the potatoes that I can reach in and find are rotten. But the reason this failed is because I did not use compost. I just used soybean hulls as my growing medium.
And you needed to
They
use...
weren't done working. So when I put them in here in the straw, it heated everything back up, and now it's working again. So either I can look at this as a failure, or I can look at it
Learning process.
I've got enough. Well, that's just a compost bin working.
Right now, yeah. So for the people who don't know what he's talking about, this is he was going to upscale the thing we just saw into this, and he's got videos on it and made a monstrous layer of stuff and then just kept stacking it up, but I guess it didn't go this first time.
Got some awesome mushrooms growing on.
Yeah,
I see.
Growing fungal.
Are those the kind that'll make you see colors or what?
No.
Okay.
No, we don't grow them up here.
Okay.
Make you wander around behind the little animals.
Okay, yeah, you can see it's moldy in there.
Yeah. Just, it was hot. When I put it in there, it all started working again.
We didn't have either too. That may not be all the fault of this as much as the weather we've had.
Right.
Has not been just the right kind of weather for.
But yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not done giving, or I'm not gonna give up on this. I'll try it again next year. I had 400 pounds of seed potatoes in here, so that kind of hurt. But
it was a lot. Yeah, it was a monstrous amount. I remember watching that, and I thought,
just thinking.
That's what he was wanting. What did you figure you were hoping?
It was going to be 2,500 pounds of seed potatoes.
Or potatoes when you. If it would have worked.
If it would have worked.
And it had all the. Yeah.
A lot of inventions don't work in the beginning.
Exactly. We don't have failures here. We just have experiments. And
you're the Bob Ross of gardening. You don't have just happy little accidents.
Exactly. And then yeah, so next time I'm going to use actual soil and compost that I know is done.
Ready to go.
Yeah. I just thought that was a good way to get rid of them bean holes, and it wasn't. That one bit me, but oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll walk on down to the pig.
Yeah, you got your pigs out here. You got your pontoon.
Them are WW2 fuel drop tanks.
That's what he was saying, that thing. I thought, how does a guy acquire something like that? I mean, I know where to find a lot of stuff, but I'd have never guessed how to find one of these.
But yeah, I'll find something to do up one day.
Could have been half and the water draws out of it.
Yeah. Hey, fat pig. But this is our second year raising pigs.
This is the biggest scale you've done, isn't it, or not?
Is that electric?
It is. I helped him get it going. No.
Yeah,
I saw that
on
video.
my inner thigh twice.
But there's 4 of them.
A little bit.
They hear that water, they'll come out. Come on, fat pig. What are you doing, weed? Yeah.
You haven't had any escape, have you? That's good.
Not had one get out.
Well, you got them well fed, so there's really no reason why they'd need to go.
Pig doesn't need a reason.
Well, I know that, but...
You know that. You grew up with...
Uh-huh.
Now, how many hogs did you guys have?
A ton.
We had 500 at our hive.
Outside, in the woods, in the swamp.
That was from everywhere from baby
Little bitty to big.
to big.
Yeah.
But there was
It was a lot.
100 of them.
Wow.
And you'd chase them through the swamp, and all of a sudden you'd be sunk to your waist, and they'd be running the swamp.
We had them down in the bottoms where we had springs, so we didn't have to haul water.
Yeah.
And it gets swampy in the spring especially.
Yeah.
And then you go out there, you have to round them up, bring them up here.
And you can be running after them, and they're just fine, because, see, they're four-wheel drive, but you aren't. And you'll end up down calling for help. Yeah. Ah, your fence is working.
Yeah.
There you go. They must have. Are you sure they're all in? They didn't escape? They might have left. But you tried. There we go. There we go.
My great-grandpa used to go out every once in a while and grab it. He said that was good for the heart.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead. After you.
My ticker's working good, I think. Good enough.
That second time, I normally come down here and the first thing I do is unplug that fence if I'm going to get in.
There we go.
Well, something distracted me and I did it. So I made it in without getting shocked. when I came out, I had my hand on
the ground, yeah.
In my
You
inner
got her
thigh.
real good.
Oh,
They even got their mailbox out there, so they can get their mail.
come on, Scrappy Doo.
I've been wanting to do something with
Wake
that,
up.
but I ain't got to it yet.
Oh,
Viewer mail for the
you got
pigs.
it.
Yeah, viewer mail, yeah, pig mail. Cool.
Luigi
We got
and Mario
5.
go on June 12th. And then Mario and Luigi go June 12th, and then Red and Stripey go
July
on
15th.
July.
Yeah,
We
they're
got 5
still, they're a little bit.
pigs and
How far apart are they in
3
age?
to breed,
5 weeks.
or 2
Okay.
goats and a boar to breed.
And they are, the guy we got them from, he is, I mean, they're 100%
It's going to be
pigs.
at least
They're not
probably
concrete
a year
floor
yet
pigs.
before we have any babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We've-
like these pigs a lot.
Stripey,
I've-
why do you want to pee in your mud hole?
That's how they do.
Gross.
Then they'll drink it.
Yep.
That's a pig.
That's nasty. At least they keep their poop in one section for the most part.
When Ross hit me in the head with a sledgehammer
Yeah, that was
and I
a
knocked
fun
me
time.
out, I landed in one of those.
Oh, he didn't really care though. Imagine that. He,
Yeah, I didn't really see it.
he was totally asleep there for a little bit.
Okay, my
We
next question is, Ross, where'd you eat your dad with a hammer?
We were fixing fence, and it was on the kind of a,
Hill
like if you go that hill back there, and he was standing in the pen downhill, and I was up on the high side hitting this with this hammer, and it was like we do, keep using the hammer and no need to buy a new handle yet till it's broke.
Yeah.
Well, on the one swing, I felt the stick just go shoo, and I could see it was like on those commercials where you see the birds slow down and you can see their wings flapping. It was like that. I could see it happening, and it was headed right for his head, and I was trying to say, "You're gonna get hit in the head," and all I could do is go, "Ah!" And then by that time it hit him in the head, and it even made a sound. It went hung, and his eyes rolled back in his head, and he fell back into the mud, and I thought, he's dead. And that was like a 6-foot panel, and I cleared that thing. I don't even know how that happened. I was over there, and I said, "Come on," I said, "You need to go to the hospital." And finally he goes, "Yeah," he said, "I think we better." That was kind of hard. And but then he wanted to go home and take a shower first.
So it didn't stink like
Yeah, but I don't know. And then the whole time we were in the waiting room, "Oh, I'm starting to see things." And he said, "I'm not fit." And they didn't seem to care. They were more, they had the police on standby. They said, "Now, what'd you do? I'm not real sure on this story. How did this happen, you know?"
My son hit me.
Yeah, well, I said he wouldn't listen. And I said,
I
if he,
understand how that could be an accident.
one more time, and he wouldn't listen, so. Showed him. But yeah, that hammer, that's something
All I
else.
saw was this brown blur.
And it was like slow motion. I felt that stick go, whew, and I could just see it. Wow.
The only time in my life I've been knocked out.
He was out.
Completely out.
Yeah, that's rough. But yeah, we check out the bees now.
Yeah, that's the newest edition.
Yeah.
As of yesterday, he said the first bees didn't take, but the second round of bees
I don't
is.
have any clue. I went with
We
him
had
to
to
get
go all
him,
the way to
but
Kentucky.
it was, where did we get our pigs, darling?
Campbellsburg.
There we go.
Taylor Brown is name.
I got brave this morning and decided to open up the top of the nook. We were told to wait until night to do it, just so we.
So that they were asleep.
But there were none flying around this morning, so I was like, well, you know what?
So I looked at like when this video was on there the other day. I assume you made this box or whatever. Or what's
a friend of mine made this.
So
box.
is there a reason for this metal screen whole thing?
So when we're gonna transport these bees, relocate.
Oh,
these
you can
bees,
flip that
we
around,
close them,
and they can still get air.
Yeah.
This isn't their permanent house. You said
This is like
they
the-
stay in there like a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dirk ordered a beehive.
Uh-huh.
And the first day that we had the swarm, that I saw the first swarm over there, I sent him a message because he was at work, and that night he ordered the beehive, the suit, and a couple other things. Well, he was also at work the night that the beehive came in, so he wanted me to take a picture of it. So I cut open the box and I took a picture. I said, "Darling, you're gonna have some building to do." I swear
It's
there's
all in
5,000
pieces?
in
Yeah.
there.
I bet it's 1,200 pieces.
You would think that it would
Did
have.
you get it, IKEA?
Pretty well. I should.
I'm more excited to see you in a bee suit. I think that'll be good content, you know.
Didn't you see that?
What's that?
Did you see the picture of
His
him?
picture?
No, I didn't see the
Oh,
picture. Is it? Okay, I missed that.
Yeah. He looks like some NASA.
Like a
I
scientist.
look like the Goodyear guy.
Somebody said he looked like an albino minion.
I totally missed that. I didn't see that. That's a.
Let's see, it wasn't that long ago. There we go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bees in there.
There you go.
He's got gloves too, but he didn't have them on.
There you go.
And I've got
Yeah.
Rick Cunningham, he's my bee mentor. Him and Dusty Kaiser.
Uh-huh.
And Brent, he will open a box with no suit on.
They say you get used to it, but see, I wouldn't have the patience for this. They start stinging me, I'd start smashing them with something, and then I'd be pretty short of bees in a hurry.
When I cracked it open the first time, I was gonna take a picture once I noticed there were bees in there. I didn't realize my phone was on video mode. So literally it was just a second before I closed it when I realized there were so many in there. And one of them flew out, and it was kind of flying around erratically, but it never landed on me or anything. And then the second time I opened it, I mean, they didn't really seem to do much. I wouldn't want to open it right now.
But these are wild bees.
Yeah, these are wild. These are bees that can live in this element.
And then one of them earlier had pollen on both of its legs that it was carrying in, so that's a great thing.
Yeah, that's a worker bee. There's like six different
Customers.
bees.
Good.
You have your scout bees, guard bees, drone bees, worker bees, and a queen.
How do you tell them different?
I have no idea.
They all look like bees to me.
Yeah, some are bigger than the others. The only thing I've noticed. And the queen, she'll be a lot bigger.
She's a bigger bee, I think.
And she's got a white dot.
Some of them look maybe a little different color. I don't know. But
but
it'd be easier if they had a little hat on that said what they did.
Pick one up, Ross.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. They're already getting to where
Making you nervous.
I just don't really care to be stung 1,000 times by a bee, so.
yeah, honeybees are good. Ground yellow jackets,
They're mean.
they're mean.
Yeah. And they don't care what you're up to, you're going to get it.
Yeah, they just want to sting
Huh.
sting.
Well, that makes sense now. I wondered when I saw that box how that's an actual made for this bee trap. Okay.
It's a bee trap.
It's why you can close that little thing so they can get air, but they stay in there. Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, I'll have to do that out at my place.
Oh, see the old 1920.
Oh, yeah.
This probably is going to be loofahs. This garden here.
Gourds.
Loofahs and gourds. Good. Excellent gourd crop life. Very well with them.
When do you plant those?
Now.
That's what I wondered if it was.
Yeah, they're a full time.
So this is what you use to pull your little
Yep.
chicken house around.
Yep.
Chicken tractor.
now.
Oh, you got some pretty big meat birds in
Yeah,
there.
these are
Ready to go.
well past ready to go.
Yeah.
But they'll probably dress out probably 7-8 pounds. Probably live weights 10
Do you
or better.
just wait till somebody wants them, or you take them somewhere? What do you got?
No, we actually bought a chicken plucker, so I process all of our own chicken, and I just ain't had time. They've gotten away from me, but that's on today's chore list. And then this is forget what year it is, but it's a 1920.
It'd be the same like in the mid 90s because it's the same style as like the 9650 decals.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Got a super great deal on it. PTO don't run work. Clutch is bad, but so that's the reason I don't have a mower deck with it. But I don't need a mower deck because I just pull the chicken tractor with it.
Yeah, there you go.
And we move right now with only 6 birds in there. We can go about 2 days without moving them. But if you look at the grass, you can see everywhere they've been.
Like right in here.
Yeah. Yeah, because the grass is a lot greener and a lot taller. It comes back quick. Check out Bunny Lane here. Got 2 more rabbits to give birth, and then we'll be done breeding for the summer months through the hot months.
Oh, there you got some little
Yeah, we got
several week old ones or so.
Yeah, these are.
It's like you're raising birds up here in the top.
Yeah. So how many rabbits you got, Ron?
I got I got 4 adults, and I think she's got 5 babies in there.
Okay.
I just got them for Heidi to take to 4-H, and then I went to a friend who had 3 for sale, and he said they were all 3 females. Well, they're not all 3 females. One of them is definitely a boy. That's the one I put up for sale.
Okay.
And then I don't know about the other one, if she just didn't.
Now, it just blows my mind how smart rabbits are. Like 7 months old, never had babies, and she built her knew to build a nest, and
She had perfect nest. I mean, they just burrowed down in there, kept warm. And,
yeah. But yeah, she's pregnant.
Well, they look delicious.
They are. They are delicious. And if I had 500 rabbits a week, I could sell them. I mean,
Really?
Just
People drive in and just do it? Really?
people will call, hey, you got any rabbits? I say, yeah, I got 5. I'll take
I
them all.
can't believe that there's that much demand.
If you don't have any, send them my way, because
Okay.
I'm gonna have a few.
That's in it. I didn't
I
realize
don't
there'd
know
be
what
that
I'm
much
doing. I had this male
soup.
for sale, and I've got one guy that said he was coming, and he never showed up.
I love that when that
Oh
happens.
yeah, that happens all the time. I'm
Yeah.
used to that.
Yeah.
But
This is all
so I don't
recently remodeled too after the windstorm. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this the one that blew over
Yep. This one blew
backwards?
backwards.
In
That one blew backwards.
know.
since we had wind every single weekend, all
Oh, that was
the
ridiculous. for a while.
entire month of what, March, February.
I say the whole year's been.
Yeah,
but one-
every weekend. So
Well, I got mine inside my big barn in a room,
Okay.
so wind can't get to them.
And you don't have to fight the sun baking them in. You got them under
No,
the
but I wish I had some place to put them outside so they'd get a little
air.
fresh air and sun.
How old are those?
No older than 3 weeks.
Okay.
It doesn't take long.
Yeah.
I didn't think
These
so.
will be weaned probably today.
Well, the ones I put on my video, he's hopping around.
Uh-huh.
He was born on the 8th of May
Huh.
in 12 days.
Yeah.
He's got his eyes open and hopping
moving.
all over the place.
So are these, what kind are these with the frizzy hair?
Them are a Lionhead Angora mix. And then I don't know what these are. All of our rabbits are mutts.
Mutt rabbits.
Yeah, they're meat mutts. But these 4 will be processed today. These still need a little while.
That's not, the technical term is freezer camp.
Freezer camp, yeah.
Or
All
dispatch.
that-
They're going to
yeah.
dispatch to freezer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your head called, gentlemen?
Yeah, you don't have to, that's at your height.
Yeah. And then we got rabbits in here. When we started the rabbit game, this was all the rabbits we've had. And as you can tell, when you start breeding rabbits, you expand quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, all these are that we'll keep her. I'm pretty sure we're keeping her.
Is that the main mom or?
Well, she's gonna be a new breeder.
Okay.
Yeah, all of our moms are in the big hutch,
Okay.
and then this one and that one are both buck hutches.
Where you get your big trays?
Natalie's uncle worked at FedEx, and what these is the steps. When they backed into the FedEx dock, they would sit them down so they could step up in their truck.
See, they're upside down.
Yeah,
now.
they're upside
Oh,
down.
yeah, I figured that. I could tell that from the leg. But that, I need one.
Yeah, them. I really like them.
I need something like that. That'd be too big for the legs on my thing, but
And then we go down here to the chickens, big chickens.
I'll take the tall side of your
Okay.
guide
yeah.
wire here. There's your grain drill. I forgot about that. Minneapolis Moline drill. Attack rooster? I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably gonna come down here.
Ready?
Rudy Pecker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you're not in there laying eggs. Where you at, Rudy?
Well, in today's world, roosters lay eggs.
But yeah, we got 35, 36, 37, I don't know, laying hens. Right now we're getting about 30 some eggs a day. But yeah, they're all different colors, shapes, sizes. But it's funny, our rooster, Rudy, he is a...
Like a Rhode Island Red?
No, he's a banny. He's a little rooster.
Oh, he's a little fella.
Yeah, he's a little rooster. Yeah, but his favorite hens are these great big ones.
They like them big.
Yeah, he likes these big girls. Yeah, Rudy's smaller than that. They ain't there. But yeah, he leaves the bannies alone. He just goes after the big ones. Come on, Rocky Top.
They're all hanging out in the shade.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Yeah, and then over here, this is gonna be a chicken tunnel if I ever get it back to working on it.
Oh yeah, they'll have that cleaned out in no time.
Build another chicken coop. Gotten started on, but that's about
It
all.
got damaged too in that thing, didn't it? In the wind, the chicken?
That other one over there did.
Oh, that greenhouse? Okay.
Yeah. And then somebody give us that chicken
Little
coop.
shit,
Yeah.
okay.
And it was pretty, I call it an IKEA.
Chicken coop.
Yeah. And these are the soybean holes that I was talking about.
Oh, that were in the potato bin.
Yeah, and they're not done working.
Mm.
But there's my compost bins. I'll try to bin everything.
I should.
This right here, I ain't even real sure where I got it, but I'm gonna move this up to the rabbit barn, and this is gonna be my corn.
Storage.
Yeah, my ear corn.
There you go. That'd work good for that. Because it's got a bottom in it too,
Yeah.
so.
Just build a roof on it.
Put something over it to keep stuff out of it. You're in good shape.
Yeah, I got this old sprayer somebody gave me.
We had one of those for years. A Campbell 300.
Campbell.
I sold
When
it
I
to
worked at Big Blue, I sold these.
to a guy in Kentucky. I don't know.
But I figured it had good wheels and tires on it, if anything.
Yeah, it's adjustable too. You can make it whatever you want. Ours was flipped. The wheels were the other way, where the wheels were out.
Yeah, that makes better sense than this to me, but
Maybe they just.
It was for the row. It was for the row width. Whatever they were doing with it, they wanted it to track.
Probably.
Or like if they were just using it as a spot sprayer, now it tracks inside the frame instead of the other way. Cut you a disc.
Pick this whole disc up. Down wire rag. I mean, bearings are all tied in it. I mean, it's a pretty solid old disc.
What brand is it?
I don't know. I think an International.
Looks kind of orange, doesn't it, or what?
Well, now
No, I think it
do
looks
see that.
kinda red.
Yes.
Right there.
I'm looking over there, but
Oh yeah, that does look orange.
Yeah, there's orange here.
it's a Kiowani or something.
Could be.
I don't know. Somebody can tell you in the comments, because somebody out there will have had one like this. What brand is this? I would guess Kiowani because it looks like it's got white
Could be
scrapers.
denim.
And no, I don't think so. They didn't make them this heavy.
I've never seen a Dunham with adjustable.
This is
Oh.
made heavy. The Dunham was made,
I know it wasn't made that.
yeah. We can talk about them. They're probably out of business.
Man,
He's a Moline collector
yeah,
now
this
too.
is my pride and joy Minneapolis Moline grain drill.
So Moline Dan can say something about this one.
Yeah,
I don't know have I've ever really seen another one, but
but yeah,
Yeah.
the boxes are,
there we go.
of course, you know, fertilizer boxes
Probably
are
hasn't been used in a few
pretty
years.
bad, but I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have that on fertilizer.
Yeah, I don't know where you'd find another one. I mean,
Yeah, I saved this off an online auction, $200. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I
worth
gotta
that.
bring that home.
now there's Something you need more of that I got for you.
Them was laid there for 3 years and I ain't got them.
Well, they'd look good over here laying with your pile. As
I
they
got
would.
a couple of them too.
Yeah, we can.
Everybody's gonna help us out.
That, yeah.
Yeah.
But we call this little area the bee garden. We just plant wildflowers. I like to find flowers that come back year after year, perennials, just to put in there that I don't really have to water or take care of. Pineys and daffodils, ditch lilies. They're my favorites because you don't ever have to do anything with them.
You got one more tractor to show us.
One more tractor. Another chicken tractor that I've not used. Now
That one could get pretty hot with that metal all around.
I would think so too.
I mean, that's why I got rid of it. All his chickens died.
Fried chicken.
Yeah.
This is actually Mama Bear's tractor.
That's a good, clever trick you invented to getting more tractors.
Yeah.
Tell her it's her tractor.
Yeah.
And then you can.
But this is a 1948. Yeah, 48 Alabama C. It's been converted over to electric ignition. It runs like a top. That tire there. I mean, the tires are
Look
in
at
great
the
shape.
tread. Yeah, the tread. But they're cracked. But
Yeah, it just set flat and cracked.
but look at all that meat on there.
I'm gonna run it as long as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd run it, yeah.
Well, you're not going down the road loaded, so
Right.
it's not like it's a big.
And this is kind of different. These are
The
two
bi
ribs.
ribs. I knew somebody who had a pair of those once
Okay.
too, but that was kind of a thing of the probably the mid 50s, I guess. But you hardly ever see them today. But yeah, that's interesting. I don't know what the benefit of that would be. You know, I think it would steer easier on 3 ribs because
Yeah.
the center rib would hit the ground. But so the difference between a C and B and all this stuff, I don't know all that, but I do know the difference between this and like a CA is the CA had a hand clutch on the side
And 4 gears.
and 4 gear. That's what I was wondering.
Yep.
The rest of them were all 3 speeds.
Yep.
And the CA was a 4-speed, which you've got a very nice CA. You need to get out here.
Yeah.
It's been sitting in town for a good while.
Yeah. Actually, Tyler took it upon himself to start working on it.
Okay, there you go.
And the motor stuck.
Oh no.
So we're in the process. He's been soaking the top of the pistons, and the other day when I was over there, I pulled the dipstick and I could smell PV blaster. So PV
It's
is
getting by.
through it. So hopefully we can get it unstuck. And I just got it in the mail this week, a new fuel tank.
Okay, see, that's what its issue was. Why it said it had took it to the fair and it leaked all the fuel out, I think, and it had a hole in it somewhere. But it has a nice body shop like paint job on it.
Yeah.
And so
did turn out.
it was a total basket case too, wasn't it, when you got it? I don't remember all of the details on that. You had several tractors. I was gonna say you had 2 or 3 other tractors for parts to make one super good one.
And I ought to have my butt kicked for leaving it set outside and not keeping it looped up and running, but
Yeah, life happens.
Yep.
So
That's the past. We don't dwell on that. But yeah, Ross, I super appreciate you coming out.
no problem.
Oh, here's that rake.
Yeah, he messaged me once about rake wheels, and these are made just a little different than the ones on that rake I've got, so I abandoned ship on that idea. But you know, this is it looks at first glance like it's the Darf rake, but it's not. I can't remember what I looked it up and it was shoot, well, whatever it was, it's a different brand. I found another one like it, because it's got like those hooks to adjust where you hook the chain in instead of the adjuster bar, but it's made very, very similar. I mean, almost looks like they copied one another's design to some extent, but
Sure, that never happened.
nah. This is like what, your dad's or something?
Yeah,
And
my dad had this. Unfortunately, my dad had went under in the 80s, and I was probably 5 or 6 when he had the auction. And a guy bought this from the auction and took it to his house and sat in his pasture for years. And I asked him, I was like, hey, are you ever going to do anything with that wheel rake? He's like, no. And I was like, well, tell me what you want for it, and I want it just because it was dad's. And he gave it to me, and I pulled it home on these flat tires.
Did it just come up from around the corner there? Okay, I remember seeing it sit there.
I do not recommend doing that.
No.
That was a rough ride.
But basically the plan is now for decoration, right?
Yeah,
Red.
I'm gonna paint the wheels red, white, and blue. That's why I dropped 2 of the rakes off of it, and then plant flowers around it.
Yeah. So that'll be nice.
Yeah. That's about
all right.
We got.
Well, we're at like 6% battery, so that's probably where we gotta leave her. But
okay.
But good to see the operation here, and he's got some stuff to come out and get from me again sometime.
Yes,
so
that's definitely on the
for his corn crop.
Short list.
Yeah. So.
And then I forgot to say, I've got a 2-acre field rented just over the hill.
Oh,
there.
cool. So you got some stuff to work with now.
Yeah. I give a little more than what I wanted to for it, but it's close to home and
yeah,
I can play with it.
There you go. So we'll be seeing videos on that too sometime.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, I guess with that we'll let you sign off.
All right, guys. Thank you for everything. Hit the like and subscribe button on Ross Oliver Man, and then kick it over to Mama Bear's Homestead and more. And as always, friends, keep on keeping on.